Our church family, thank you so much for fasting and praying with us. Great joy to give you some feedback about 2 incredible weekends we've had. Our hearts were just filled with so much gratitude for the nations that God has opened to us. We felt such a strong conviction to stop speaking about closed countries where things are tough and difficult, but rather to speak life over them, acknowledging that God is already moving supernaturally in these nations. So many of our church plants and our mission opportunities have come about not through apostolic initiative, but through individuals coming to us and saying, we want to plant, we want to be part of what God is doing. We know that our relational bridges and prayers are so important because through them, God releases supernatural provision in all of the areas in which we need Him. We were just overwhelmed by the fact that we know God is calling us to go out, not from a place of striving, but from a place of rest. In our generational focus, we just realized again that our youth is such a great resource, with young people being called by God to be bold, to be scripturally grounded, and to live lifestyles of intercession. At the same time, God is gracing us with older people, those whom we call the silver surfers, people being reactivated to live lives of purpose and of generosity. So we could just sense God calling all generations to serve Him, the spirit of Elijah being poured out. At the same time as we were praying for discipleship, we just had the strong sense God saying that it is time for all believers to take personal ownership of the call to make disciples. It doesn't have to be difficult. It simply means we invite people into the spaces where we are being discipled. We invite people into what God has given us, and what we receive, we impart to others. In the area of mercy ministry, we prayed around Jesus as our example. And so that means that we don't want to respond to a need and be overwhelmed by that need, but rather we want to be overwhelmed by and used by Jesus' compassion. And out of that place, we prayed for resources, financial, in terms of buildings and everything we need to reach the marginalized. As we were praying for leadership development and new leaders to be raised up, we trust in God for leaders with pure hands and capable hearts. Leaders who have character and not just gifting. There are many leaders in our midst who might be hesitant because of past hurts and doubts, and we were just praying for them to step into their calling. Leadership should start at home, and so we were praying for leaders to model with integrity and accountability, to impact the generations, and to trust God to raise up not just young leaders, but especially also female leaders stepping into their destiny. As far as walking by faith, we were encouraged by so many prophetic words that came through, amongst others, God encouraging us not to rely on previous encounters, but to trust God for daily bread. There was a prophetic word of a mission team that they received up in Egypt, God saying that He's going to use Shofar to take our torch, share their torch with other parts of the body of Christ, and ignite them to walk in their calling as well. Overall, we were overwhelmed by God's faithfulness. We were released to walk into greater obedience as a multi-generational, mission-focused church, walking in the supernatural grace and provision for the Lord as we continue to make disciples, raise up leaders, and plant churches. Thank you for being part of this church family. Thank you for standing on the wall with us. We love you, and we are thankful to be able to know that the best is yet to come for all of us. Blessings.